It's steering wheel time! So I've been running this wheel for a while now on the beat. It's actually a Nardi wheel. It's just the center horn push is a MOMO unit. This I've had for quite a few years, bought initially for an MX-5 in pretty bad condition. It was kind of split along the wood in several places. I repaired it and restored it. The spokes are a kind of mirrored polished finish, and I decided for the beat that I would spray this in Plasti Dip and make it black because it suited the interior. But I've decided to go with a leather rimmed wheel instead for a change. So I'll be swapping this one out, which is 330mm diameter, for this MOMO. Before I show you the new wheel, I just was going to show you quickly the different wheel options I've tried so far. So this is the stock wheel on the beat. It is 360mm. Kind of comes with the Boss built into it, like a lot of stock wheels. There is also an airbag later wheel that came on the, I think, 92 onwards. Mine's a 91 car. The first wheel I had tried was this. It's from a Mark 1 MX-5. It's a MOMO unit, and it's 370mm, so it's actually bigger than the stock one, and just didn't give me enough room for my legs. Wasn't comfortable. Loved the wheel, but just not suitable for the beat. The next one was the one that I just showed you a second ago. So it's the Nardi 330mm one. Very nice wheel, but I do like the feel of the leather and the grip of leather, so I wanted to go back to that and try a slightly smaller wheel. So this is the new one. It is a MOMO tuner, 320mm, so only a tiny bit smaller, but has a leather wrapped wheel. It's got red stitching, so obviously match the car nicely. And it does come with new horn button, which is black, and the horn surround. So I think it'll match it very well. There's a very slight dish on it, just like the Nardi that I had on before. So this is just one modification I've had to make on the back of the horn. The new wheel comes with the positive and negative on the back of the horn, but the problem is the beat only has the positive here. There's no negative. Normally it grounds against the actual Boss itself. So the old MX-5 wheel that I have, the MOMO one, actually has a different style of horn button. So instead of having just a spring inside here, and you can see the ground inside there, it's got just one for the positive, and it's grounded through the outside of the body. And it does this by this spring being slightly different. You see it's got that contour. It actually goes outside the plastic and back in, as opposed to all being retained in there. So what I'm going to do is swap over this spring into the new unit. I'll show you how that works. So there are 3 clips here to release the button from the body, and now you can see that this spring here at the back comes outside the body, so it actually touches the hub itself, and it's spring loaded. So this will ground it against the body. I won't need to use this, and this is the positive strap. So I'm just going to test the horn button before I assemble everything. You can see here the positive strap is on here. This is the negative. It's going to touch the body of that. So just as a test, working fine. Because the way this spacer works in between, I don't actually need to use this horn ring. Looks well made, but I'm not really mad about them, to be honest. You have to be super careful with these bolts. They have a really low torque rating because they're generally going into aluminium. I think they're about 8 Newton meters as far as I remember. All done, and the Nardi can go back on the trophy wall. So long.